what's up, everybody? Welcome back, episode 63 of the Legends and Dragons podcast. Here from the Legends Lair in Hurst, Texas. Phillip,
Jimmy Klaus.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
We missed last week. We missed last week because we were at a celebration of life for my wife's grandmother, who was 99.
Can you imagine?
Years old. Dude, I'm trying to make it to 49.
Right. What an amazing life. 99.
Dude, she was amazing. So I met her obviously 20 years ago when she was in her young age of 70s.
Right.
Dude, she was a firecracker though, man. She would bust my chops. She would, speaking of that's what's up.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Dude, she did, man. Hey, you got a little black eye, bro.
Yeah.
What happened?
Greg.
I was gonna ask the Virginia to get
No, to be fair, I elbowed him in the face, but this was my consequence.
What did he do?
No, we just had a tough roll last night.
Last night.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I know I got up and I came home and my wife said, "Hey, you got a black eye." I was like, probably.
Martial arts makeup is what my wife has called it. So it's pretty cool. We got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
We got some stuff in the news. First of all, CEOs whoring around out there at the Coldplay concert.
My goodness.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
I got a few different things to say about it.
Yeah, go ahead, man. I want to hear about it.
First of all, he got caught. Whatever. Don't cheat. Don't be an idiot. Don't cheat. I would never cheat on my own. Don't cheat. But then he goes and he makes this statement. Did you read the statement?
I thought it was fake. Someone told me it was fake.
Oh, I thought it was real. About how it's, nobody needs to know. It's his personal life. And I'm like, bro, you got caught,
Yeah.
And we all have problems. Nobody's relationship's perfect, And that's the problem. That's what we talked about on the last podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
If the relationship is broken, you don't just leave. You fix it. You do what you can to fix it. Look, at some point in your relationship, when you got with that person, you ultimately said, "I love you."
Right.
And I will do everything in my power to take care of you for the rest of my life, right? Till death do us part, right? Mm-hmm. And somewhere along the lines, two people lost sight of that. And it's very unfortunate what happened, but think about this. That CEO and his mistress, the other lady, she was like HR executive too. They both got fired.
Yep.
They ruined both their lives. How embarrassing for the children and the spouses.
Yeah.
Could you imagine, and not do this would ever happen, we love you, Miriam, but imagine you're at home.
Yeah.
And you pull up and you see a clip online of Miriam cheating on you at a Coldplay concert. Yeah. And that's how you found out.
Bro, you see?
Bro, of course, it'll wreck you, dude.
But so we're trying to play this out. Like, how do you tell your spouse that you're going to a Coldplay concert? Like, do you say, "Hey, I'm going out with some work friends to a Coldplay"?
Oh, these are executives. They've got business meetings and they got all the crap they could blame it on. He could have had a late business meeting. It could have been a board meeting. It could have, it could have been team building. He could have lied and said anything. Dude.
Stop pouring around out there.
Yes. All the work, people.
Hey, so we got that in the news. What other nonsense do we have?
Hold on, real quick before we leave that. Go ahead. Back to the Warren thing, man. It just, I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand these people that do this stuff. And like I said, you don't only hurt, your family, but I mean, think about it. I mean, the company and everything like it. Dude, you put a reputation on yourself. I mean. That dude's labeled a cheater for the rest of his life. And I want to say this, and I'm going to make a joke here. I'm sorry. If you're going to risk $50 billion company, a high executive position, make sure the person looks good that you're with. I'm just going to, God damn. Woo! Man. I question somebody was Saturday, but hey, maybe they loved each other. Maybe they loved each other.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
But man, when I saw both of their spouses were upgrades from them.
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't even know if you know what, I'm going to say this. I wouldn't say this. I don't know if I want. So Talon is starting to enter the age of dating,
yes,
if you will. So we were having a conversation about, and what I told him was like, listen, man, it doesn't matter how good looking the lady is. There's a guy who's tired of her nonsense. There is a guy somewhere out there that's tired of her nonsense. Now, ladies, you can flip that to the guys.
Oh yeah, we're flying with too. Get out of here.
I'm horrible. Hey, dude, that looks lit though, man. I like your
Thank you.
I like it, bro.
The wife picked this up.
It's your color coordinated today. Got the red hat
And the red plugs,
the red plug,
red and white, black flip flops.
Look at that, man. Oh, let me see your tap, man. Where's it?
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
August 2nd, we're gonna blast over it again, and it should be pristine and looking good. And
yeah, man.
yeah,
That's some good stuff.
thank you.
Then we got what else we got in the news going? Oh man, so as I was leaving home, Miriam was watching, or at least it was on the TV. I don't know if she was watching the that guy, whoever his name is, that murdered the 4 college students.
I kind of heard about it, but I don't know the details.
It's regardless of all the details and all the nonsense, dude. That is so.
Don't murder people.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, it's just a sad situation.
So what happened? Fill me in, because I don't know.
So apparently this dude, I guess he is some criminal. He was in school for criminal defense or some sort of criminal justice degree or some nonsense like that. I don't know how he targeted these 4 college kids, but apparently it was on his radar somehow. And like 4 a.m. in, I think it was Idaho, he goes in and murders 4. And how the cops got him, and kudos to you cops out there and all the extensive work that they did. But I was reading somewhere where they tracked his phone. They pinged from the cell towers.
Yeah.
This guy apparently didn't think he was going to get caught because his car was apparently immaculate, like not even in the crevices. I guess it was cleaned out, pristine. How they caught him was a fingerprint on the sheath of the knife. How they got his fingerprint, I believe, was through a routine traffic stop where he handed his driver's license,
and they brushed it.
I think I did that.
Slick.
Yeah. I know that was pretty slick. And then they did some DNA stuff. I guess the parents' trash. I guess he's from Pennsylvania. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how he triggered that, man. But it's just
crazy.
But it's just sad. And here's the thing. I'm calling it now. I don't even give that dude a year because he did a plea deal to where he avoids the death penalty. And so he's about to be. I told Miriam, I said probably 4 life sentences is my thing. Is what he's going to get murdered.
You would think that. And then I see stories like this. This is crazy. I follow this guy on Instagram. His name's JD Shelley. Maybe JD something. Anyway, he's a guy who went to prison for years in Florida. And anyway, he got out and turned his life around, and he makes a podcast and helps other people and everything. And he tells about what happens to chomos or child molesters in prison and stuff, and how they get beat down, murdered and stuff.
Yeah.
And I hear about that, and then I just read in the news. You know who's up for parole next year? Jared Fogel.
No way.
Yes, sir. It's been 15 years. He had a 16-year sentence. He's up for parole next year, and he's probably going to get out. Now, that dude touched and raped multiple kids. How come nobody's bashed that idiot's face in? How come his head wasn't smashed in? And I'm all for prison justice, man. If you're out there harming kids and touching.
Well, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. He got jacked up in prison.
Yeah.
He did.
Yep. So I don't know, man. I guess it depends where you go and and all that stuff. But it's crazy because I follow him and I follow this other guy named Ian Brick, and they're both guys that went to prison. One went for a white collar crime, the other one went for an aggressive crime. And it's just crazy how they're treated inside and what goes down, the stories that get told. And
like Dale's podcast.
Yeah. And man, I talked to Miguel. I've asked this stuff, and I told him straight up, I was like, bro, I would die my first day. He's like, no, man, you last a long time. I was like, no, bro, I would die my first day in prison.
Why?
Well, here's the thing, bro. I'm not clicking up with anybody. That's not me. Because, when you get in there, you have these cars or breaking out, and I'm white. Yeah. I'd have to run with the whites. And I'm not racist. I don't have a racist bone in my body, so that's just against my principle. So I would turn them down, and I would be a target for them.
Yeah.
That's day one. And then, you know, I mean,
I think I'd be all right.
I'm not going to get punked. So the first person that came up to punk me, I'd go crazy on him, and then whoever he ran with, they'd jump me. I mean, I probably would last day, dude. No, I don't.
I don't know, man. See, because if I got to prison, man, I'm just going to identify as a black dude, and I want to join the black.
Yeah, no, that don't work like that.
It don't work.
No, it don't work like that. All right, you can't do that, man.
I mean,
not in Texas prisons anyway.
Listen, man, I don't know about the prison system, so
yeah, dude, it's some place you never want to go. The stories I hear, man, it's just we take so much for granted out here, man, with our freedoms, dude.
We do.
When you're in there, everything's controlled, man.
But look at how many have gotten out of prison and have done something to go back in because they couldn't handle.
Yep. Because they're institutionalized. Yep, it happens, man. It happens when you're so used to every day getting told what to do, where to go, and you've done that for 30, 40 years, and you get out and now you have freedom. You're kind of like, well, I've been used to this for 35 years. Yeah. It's a very hard adjustment to go through. That's why they have the halfway houses to help, you know, the people transition and stuff.
Well, look at Shawshank, man.
That's exactly why Bell thinking himself, dude. He couldn't take it. He was in there for 65 years.
I know. And he couldn't handle the
other. So he hung himself. Isn't that crazy?
Look at us, man.
What a great movie.
Shawshank, man.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, holy.
He climbed through 500 miles of the most imaginable filth and trash you could imagine.
Dude, what a great ending, though.
It was amazing, dude.
I do like that. Anyway, I got to go back and watch that movie. What other nonsense in the news we got coming? Oh, the Epstein files. That's always fun.
Oh, God.
When drama that we talked about that a couple episodes ago.
Yeah. I think both sides. I think there's a lot of people that are on that list are a lot of people that everybody looks up to. And I think if that list gets released, it's going to destroy a lot of people's faith, a lot of people's trust
in the government. Absolutely.
Oh, in everything.
Take it.
And I think so. I think it should. I agree.
So I'm doing this, and I sent you the picture of it, but I'm doing this course, this sexual, what is it, like the grooming, the sexual training, if you will, or since I'm helping with the youth at town schools, I'm helping basketball.
Right.
Man, there is not, just watching it. Some of the stats they say, like, you know, first of all, 90% of sexual predators are men.
Yep.
That means 10% are women.
Yep.
So, and then of course they showed pictures of both men and women who you're like, what?
You wouldn't think. One out of every 5 boys is sexually molested. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4 girls is sexually molested.
And then the stat that always bothers me is that these kids know the person. That's the thing that bothers me the most. And I'm like, man, what is wrong with us? There's so much evil.
That's why they're called predators. They prey on these kids. And most of the time it's a family member or somebody they know.
That's what,
you know, my wife and I were in BACA, Bikers Against Child Abuse, for many years. And every year, you know, you have to get certified to work with the kids. And then, you know, we would go to these court cases with these kids, and we would see the nastiness and the violence come out when these kids had to tell their stories. And man, when it's family members, it's so heartbreaking because it tears the family apart. You got half the family that doesn't believe the kid, and you got the other half of the family that's mad at the family that doesn't believe that the guy did it. And it's crazy. And it all starts with these parents. And that's why I tell, you ever see me if a kid in our class ever comes up, they're like, Professor Phillip, I want to tell you a secret. I'll be like, oh, no. Don't tell me I'm the worst person to tell a secret to. I can't keep a secret to save my life, man. You better not tell me.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Because kids and adults, other than a parent, they should never have secrets, dude.
Yeah.
Kids and adults should never have secrets from each other. Even parents and kids shouldn't have secrets from each other. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, that should never. So if a kid ever comes up to like, Professor Phillip, I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm the worst person. I cannot keep a secret to save my life. Even though, my friends, you and I know that if you tell me something in confidence, I would never tell another living soul.
Right.
But the kids, it's different because that's how these groomers do it.
Yeah.
They'll tell, hey, after they fondled or sexually assaulted the kid, they'll say, hey, this is our secret. Don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, I'll harm you, or your dog might die, or they use something to scare the kid into not saying anything. And that's why, and that's why I hated, these kids that, they go years and years and years, and finally when they get old and brave enough to say something, you have the pew on the other side. Well, why didn't you say anything 15 years ago? Well, they were scared and they were traumatized. And it's like, it's a very sick world, dude.
It is, man. And I try, and I know that Chance and I have talked about this on the podcast in the past. I do everything I can to, like, if a kid runs up to me, and I try everything. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
I get away. And not because I don't love the kid and want to see them succeed in this world. It's I don't want ever give the image ever to the parents, to anyone.
Absolutely.
Heck, I mean, listen, Miriam has complete access to my phone. Yeah, if she wants to grab my phone, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. But I do warn her. Hey,
the memes.
I was like,
We got some jujitsu guys that have some sick sense of humor, so the memes are a little much.
But she doesn't get it. But when she does, I think because she knows that she has a freedom, she doesn't just get to my phone. Like, oh, give me. But if she wants my phone to, like, hey, let me see your phone so I can check this out. I'm like, or going to Google or something. I'm like, yeah, okay, here.
With all the kids that I have at the school, obviously, I have kids come and tell me that they love me, and and they do. They always want to give you a hug. And you do the side hug. You do the side hug, or you get down on one knee and hug them from the side. It's or give them the high five at the dap. And you just gotta watch for that stuff. That's why I love it. Our academy has cameras in every access. There's nothing there's no parent that has to worry about their child is in Gracie DFW because every inch of that academy, other than the bathrooms, are covered, and no adult that doesn't know a kid should be going into the bathroom anyway.
Well, isn't there? I'm trying to think. Isn't there a camera anyway? Not in the bathrooms, but in the hallways.
Yes, in the hallways leading to, so we'll always see. Yes.
Yeah.
But and then all of our instructors are all background checked and certified. Man. Every single one of them.
Really, man. And
you have to. That's the problem. You have to.
Yeah.
You have too many, especially in martial arts. It's one of the most unregulated markets in the world.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but that's where a lot of child predators flock, is because they're like, it's easy access to kids. There's no regulation. There's a lot of schools don't background check. You know what I'm saying? They just employ, oh, hey, here's a helping hand. Man, and you hear it all the time, so-and-so instructor in Washington is, sentenced to 17 years for groping his students. Like, oh my God.
I know, man.
I'm trying to build these kids up to be good humans, and you're tearing them down for sex, man. It irritates me. I said, no, bro, I want to murder people that do that. I hate to say that. I'm sorry.
No, dude.
I want to
talking about
murder people that do that.
Exactly. That's where I'm at. There has to be a middle ground of murder.
Let me tell you something. The first time, it wasn't the first time, but it was like maybe the third or fourth time. It was funny because it was maybe Virginia's first time to go to court with us on Baca.
Okay.
So we ride our motorcycles in, we protect it, and the judge lets us come in there with our biker vests and everything, So we look intimidating,
Yeah.
And anyway, so we go in, and there's this 21, 22-year-old kid on trial, and he molested his 9-year-old cousin.
Ugh.
Yeah, raped her. And so he's sitting on the bench, and it's Virginia's first time. It's like my third or fourth time maybe in court. And this dude, there are other guys in court from jail there, and he's sitting there, throwing up gang signs, smiling at his buddies. And I'm probably 15 feet away from him. I know for a fact with my training skills, I could have jumped over that rail, got to that guy, and literally beat him before the bailiff would have got to me.
Yeah.
Now, that's when you have to really check yourself and calm yourself, because, we're here for the kids and not for that. But, bro, it boils my blood, man. It boils my blood. So that's why I always tell people, it takes nothing. When I go to a grocery store or I go somewhere and I see a single mom and a kid walking out, I will make sure that they get in their car.
Yeah.
And that the groceries are loaded, they get in their car, they drive away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds,
it's not,
some dumb or whatever, but,
I don't think so.
Yeah. if it were my wife and child,
Yeah.
I would want another person looking out for them. Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. And do that. I do that during the holidays as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
Yeah.
I do. I mean, especially and here's the thing, ladies, and you men, get off the phone.
Yes.
And you're walking
Yes.
around.
Yes.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Environmental awareness is huge.
Yeah.
Huge in martial arts and life in general.
Right.
When your head's down like this, you don't understand what's going around. You can't because you're so involved in your phone and focused.
Hey, speaking of Henzo, I'd like to give a shout out to our boy Justin.
Justin.
Bro, Justin. Listen, I'm going to tell you too. I'm calling you out on this podcast because you, my friend,
Hey, man, don't call Justin out.
are
It's like,
out. You're not lying. I have a story about that.
yeah.
But,
the whole pass for him,
But
bro.
yeah, no, 60.
60 pounds.
The dude, hey man, you're an inspiration. He's lost
60 pounds.
He's looking good. Let me tell you something about Justin though. A couple years back, when I was just nothing but a white belt. I'm still a white belt, just with a different color on. But we were doing takedowns
Yeah.
over at the old place.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was partnered up with Justin.
Oh, yeah.
Let me paint this picture with my words. Justin, I say is a bullfighter, but I don't know if that's technically.
Yeah, no, he's a bullfighter.
Well,
he wrestles
is he?
full bulls.
Yeah, but doesn't he do something else with bull? I don't know.
Well, it's the rodeo, like when, when they like, almost like a rodeo clown, but not really. Like, like he's there to get the bulls back in the pen. I mean, he wrestles bulls. I don't know any other way to put it.
Yeah. So I guess listen, and this dude, he was a big dude. Even losing 60 pounds, he's still strong.
Yeah.
Dude, 20s.
Yeah,
mid
he's in
20s,
his 20s,
mid 20s.
Yeah, he's in his 20s.
So I'm partnered up with him, and Greg is teaching us takedown. So this was the belt, or maybe the gi, where you're standing up. You kind of distract and you get the gi out, you grab the gi, and you just
That's
helicopter now.
Yeah.
This Joker and I, Justin would grab my gi and just throw me like I'm nothing.
Ragdoll.
Oh my God,
Like the Hulk when he did that to Loki.
just shooting forward. Yeah. Well, he did that to me like 3 times, and I'm like, nah, bro, I'm done.
Yeah.
I tapped out like Justin. Anyway, man, listen, 60 pounds.
60 pounds, man.
Proud of you, buddy. Proud.
Naturally,
of you.
too. Congratulations, bro.
That's amazing. Hey, but let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, and a few people have hit me up about peptides.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what a peptide is, bro. To save my life, I hear it, but I have no idea.
Basically, a peptide is just a short chain amino acid. That's all it is. It's basically smaller than a protein. And it occurs naturally in chicken, fish, wheat, so what the big thing is now is people are extracting peptides and putting them in a capsule and selling them. And that's the big craze now. And you've got some good reputable companies out there. I mean, peptides are good for the body.
Yeah,
They are. Let's just be honest. They're good for building blocks. They help build muscles and all sorts of stuff. But these companies, it's a craze now, right? Oh, peptides, get this peptides, BP157, and all the, it's now on it just recently in the last year.
Yeah.
It's just come to the rise. And that's where you got to be careful, is because now these companies are jumping on that bandwagon and they're extracting and you have no idea what's in these capsules and these chemicals. You have no idea where you're being sold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And too much of one thing is never a good thing. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not natural, it can't be that good for you. And and people are taking these peptides left and right. And my whole thing is be careful. You know me, I'm a naturalist. So I'll never go the peptides. I'll never go that route. I'll never do any performance enhancing drugs. I did one when I was 21. We already talked about that. I did a steroid. I regretted it. I'll never do it again. Because these things harm your body, man.
Right.
And it's just, you see now these people that are on these peptides, and now they're starting to have cardiovascular disease and gut problems And it's getting crazy. So
Yeah.
I always tell people, if you're gonna do it, make sure you research. But I mean, you just got to be careful, man. You know, when something comes up and it seems like it's a good thing and it's too good to be true, it usually is. It usually is. Because here's the thing, man. That stuff the peptides, they come naturally in your chicken and your beef and your wheat. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you need peptides, then get it from the source. Why are we extracting and putting it with other chemicals and putting it in our body?
So I take a lot of vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
I take a lot, I take a lot of vitamin D. I take a lot of the B, whatever complex. Complex. Dude, of course, potassium and a lot. So I don't know much about peptides, but my thing is, it's not a magic drug in the sense of, if you want to take it, you got to make some other healthy, you have to change your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just take the peptides and think.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Because here's my thing, and I know nothing, and I know I have friends that's kind of a, I guess I'm swole board. I have friends, but that have done the Ozempic thing.
Oh, that's totally different than peptides.
So, and I say friends, I mean, they're more like coworkers. I don't know.
Oh, man, yeah.
Anyone personally. I don't think so.
My opinion is those weight loss shots, stay the hell away from them, man.
So my thing about the Ozempic, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I have no idea, and you may not know either, but if you start taking that, do you have to take it for the rest of your life?
I'm not sure, but I can imagine that if you're jabbing yourself with something that is disrupting your hormones, it continues to disrupt your hormones.
It sounds like you might have to take it for the rest of your life.
And listen, it's starting to come out, and watch. It's starting to come out. People don't understand. These side effects, man, from Ozempic and Rectitide and all these other crap, man, it's the same thing, man. It's not good for you, man. It's not good. People are injecting themselves and they're losing all this weight. And listen, I'm all for weight loss. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that will do their thing. You know, there's people will go to extremes for weight loss. It sucks that we have a culture that's, you know, so tuned with, you know, body image that we shame people that have to go to the extremes. But if people would just eat clean, eat a healthy diet and exercise, and I'm not talking about, you know, marathon run. If people would just get up and walk 2 times a week and eat clean, you will solve most of your problems. When I say clean, I say a whole food, nothing processed at all, nothing processed. And people don't understand what that means. They don't want to give up their processed foods. Everybody wants to have good things about their bad habits. But so the extreme is this. On one end, you have clean diet and exercise. That's the best. You want to lose weight, that's the best you can. Nobody can argue that. That's the best. And on the low, extreme end, you have people cutting their stomachs out.
Oh, yeah.
To a quarter of their stomach to where it'll barely hold any food. Some people are bypassing the stomach altogether. That's a gastric bypass. They bypass the stomach altogether. So now the food's not getting absorbed. Those people are having nutrition deficiencies left and right. Here's the thing. I've said it before. I'll say it again. God's not a moron.
Yeah. Because you were what, man? How much did you weigh?
240.
And you're what? And you lost 80, 90 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. 80 pounds, 75 pounds, something like that.
Listen to this guy.
239 was my heaviest. And when I was with Virginia, listen, I got content. I had a beautiful new bride.
Yeah.
I was eating out all the time. I was eating the junk, and I got huge. And now as I sit here today, I'm 157 pounds, but I'm lean.
Yeah.
I feel good, you know, and I did it the right way. But so going back to that, and so the extreme is stomach cut out, bypassing the stomach. That's extreme. Yeah. You know, God didn't make a mistake. When you get hunger cravings, it's because you're hungry. It's because your body says, hey, I need fuel. Yeah. We're running out of fuel. And if you're not putting the right fuel in your body, you're going to keep having hunger cravings. Does that make sense? So, and that's why when people blow up to 400 or 500 pounds, and now they're eating everything in sight, it's because they're eating the wrong stuff. Their brain's blocked by chemicals. You know, if your brain is being overdriven by different chemicals in food, how is your brain going to recognize stretch receptors in the stomach? Our stomach has built-in stretch receptors so that when your stomach gets full, it sends a signal to the brain say, hey, stop eating, we're good. But if those receptors are blocked by chemicals in your Doritos, in your Oreos, in your fried foods, and and all the crap that gets put in, if you don't know where your meat comes from, I guarantee you it's got chemicals. If you're buying your meat at the Kroger or the Tom Thumb or whatever, I guarantee you it's pumped with chemicals.
Oh yeah.
And if that's blocking the brain and your receptors can't tell that you're full, what are you doing? You're stuffing your face all day.
You know what I thought was funny yesterday was when we were before 6 a.m. jiu-jitsu yesterday. You, me, and Mike were talking about. No, it was after. It was after. We were talking about our diet, like about eating and some of the grease.
Yeah.
I was thinking to myself, like the people who we surround ourselves with, for the most part, we all work out.
Yep.
We all watch what we eat.
Mm-hmm.
We clean eat.
Yep.
And so we were talking about just that little bit of chemicals in the system.
Yep.
Bro,
Jack you up.
So you guys have known, and if you haven't, if you're a follower of the podcast, you know that I love sugar. Love it. But the past month plus maybe, about month, I have avoided all processed sugar. Dude, I took a sip, just this sip of Dr. Pepper.
Yep.
And I love, dude, let me tell you.
Crackhead.
What? But here's the thing, though. I thought I was going to get hooked. Yeah. When I drank it, dude, it tasted syrupy. Yeah. It tasted gel.
Yeah, that's good. So you've already beat the addiction.
So I did. So, but how I have also beat that addiction for the carbonation is I hated carbonated water.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, that's what I drink.
Topo Chico?
I have not yet, dude.
You're missing out, bro.
Here's the thing. When I was out in California, I was like, I gotta get some of that, dude. It's just. We've been busy, but yeah, I did.
Yeah, you got to get Topo Chico in line, bro.
Speaking of California, man. So, of course, we get off the plane, and it smelled like, I thought Snoop was around. I was like, Snoop, where you at? It smelled like weed.
Yeah.
For weed galore. Anyways, there are probably some beautiful places in California. Oh, without a doubt there are. And I wouldn't live in California, only because I'm not looking to spend $3 million on a one-bedroom
apartment,
or whatever it is. But let me tell you, man, those temperatures, man, it was highs in the mid-70s.
Oh, yeah.
And lows in the 60s.
Yeah.
Summer was
beautiful. That's why the Brazilians flock to California for jiu-jitsu, because it's just like Brazil. It's year-round surfing.
Is it?
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
And yeah, dude.
You ever been to Brazil?
Yeah, no, I haven't been to Brazil. I want to. I will too.
We need to go to Brazil.
Yeah.
We need to go to Brazil and just get beat up down there. You think we'll just go into a gym and just get smoked?
Oh, absolutely, bro. That's a whole nother level of jiu-jitsu.
Like talent.
Yeah.
Like the Brazilian talent would just.
Yeah, those kids have been trained since they were 3 years old, bro. We get the story.
I walk in there and they just smoke me like How long? If I put you in the UFC ring right now, how many rounds do you think you would last before getting smoked? Like right now?
Well, that's an open-ended question.
It's a great question.
Who are we going against? Am I going against a grandmother? Or am I going against an active UFC fighter? Probably not one, bro. I'm 45 years old.
So
I've got 2 blown out knees.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But not one round. Okay, so one round. Now, how many minutes or seconds do you think you would last? If I said, Phil,
it depends
$1 million.
It depends on who it is, bro. It really depends on who it is. If you're talking about one of the anybody from flyweight to heavyweight in the top 10, probably less than 2 minutes, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro, you have no.
For me, I was like, I could probably go a minute.
Yeah, maybe. Bro, those guys are on another level. They're on another.
You see the fights?
Bro, I love those. Were some of the best fights. The prelims were on fire.
Yeah.
On fire. The prelims were on fire.
We're talking the latest UFC.
Yeah, UFC 318, and then the Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway fight was great.
Dude,
Kevin Holland's fight was great. Oh my goodness, dude, that was such a great fight.
Dustin the Diamond.
Yes, Dustin the Diamond.
He is, I don't want to say choked up. I was like, man.
Oh, bro, I shed tears when they were showing his, all the old coaches, and then when his wife is like, that's the last time you'll doubt my husband. Yeah, man, having support like that, it's amazing, dude.
It's, I love the UFC. I do.
UFC is great.
Does Virginia watch him?
Yeah, she never makes it to the main event because she always passed out before me. Yeah.
Hates watching UFC.
Oh, man, Virginia loves it.
The reason
My mother-in-law loves watching it.
Well, Virginia probably likes it. And I don't want to speak for you there, Virginia. But she also has some martial arts background.
Yes, she does.
So she enjoyed it.
Yes.
Miriam hates the bitings. Like she hates
It's cute. She's giving a cockfighting for her.
But yeah, it's for me, and I'm like, oh, bro, let's go. I mean, Talon loves it. I mean, Jerry will watch a little bit.
Yeah.
But Miriam, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She can't do it, man. And I'm like, all right. Anyway, and plus Saturday night, sometimes it's a struggle for me because I got to wake up at like 3:45 a.m.
I did. Yeah, I guess.
So I have to.
That's a great fight. But man, yeah, dude,
I think a minute.
Any average person who thinks they could last a minute in the octagon with a high-level UFC fighter, they're smoking crack.
I tell people.
I've been training for 28 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Martial arts for 28 years.
So when people ask me about fighting, because I have some of the guys that were, it's funny because once people know, and I'm sure this happened to you a lot. It happened to me over at Excel Academy, where Valdez says you just start laughing because a parent or a dad who wasn't on the mats and trained.
Yeah. After
I got probably my red belt, it would be the equivalent of brown, right, in jiu-jitsu. He made a comment about, oh yeah, well I used to fight. And I didn't say anything, man. And I'm sure in your 20 plus years, and I'm a year shy of my double digits in martial arts, but it's funny now. But the guys at work will ask questions of, hey, Jimmy, if you and I got into a fight, and I tell them, like, listen, I said, first of all, I'm not fighting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not fighting. I know. However, let's play the game.
If we did.
I'm like, dude, there is no way that you're going to 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I'm like, you're going to be so winded.
So gassed. You have no idea.
Yeah. I'm like, we do rounds.
Yeah.
7-minute rounds. And I do every round on, unless I'm odd man out for some reason.
The average male in a street fight has 30 seconds in him. That's it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is just move out of the way.
Yeah.
Tuck it, let him throw, and then boom, blast that dude, and it's over, son.
Yep.
30 seconds is it, man. And I don't care. I've heard it all, man. 28 years of martial arts. I've heard it and seen it all, you know. Oh, I had, this is the best, man. This guy, his name was Jesse. Professor Greg will love this story. He came in, he was an old Hapkido black belt and kung fu expert and all this junk. And I'm not saying it's junk. I just, you know, these guys. So he comes in one day, and so I was teaching his kids jiu-jitsu, and he wanted to go on the mat and try. So, you know, we put him on the mat. You know, he's going through the motions, everything. And Greg said, hey, you know, we'll roll tonight. And so he comes over and asks me if Greg was rolling with somebody else, and he was like, hey, man, I'm going next with Greg. I was like, yeah, that's good. He goes, hey, man. He goes, is it anything goes? I go, well, this is not MMA, so when you talk, like, you don't punch him and elbow him in the face. Like, you're just going to piss him off. Like, I want to make sure you're safe. And he goes, yeah. He goes, but I know these special pressure points, man. These pressure points. I was like, oh, buddy, you can please, by all means, use those as much as you want. And I forgot what he called it, man. But it was like the gallbladder 18 and the spleen 39. He goes, man. He goes, you got to be careful. He goes, I don't want to paralyze your professor. I don't think that's going to happen, buddy. And so he goes with Greg, and he's sitting there, and this dude takes his thumb and puts it on the inside of his thigh and presses down. And Greg stops rolling and looks at him, and he goes, are you okay? And he goes, yeah. He goes, do you not feel that? He goes, what are you doing? He goes, it's a pressure point. He goes, those don't work. And and pulled him in, swept him on top and just choked him, dude. And I'm laughing oh my God, bro, I'm laughing so hard. This is at Mid-Cities too. It was great. And, because I've seen this 1,000 times, man.
Yeah.
I've seen the guy at the bar that, don't piss me off, man. When I get mad, I see red. And when I see red, it's over.
Yeah. I think
I got $1,000, Mr. Red, that you won't last a minute with one of my female students, let alone me or some one of my guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's phenomenal in this. So I obviously came over with zero. And plus, I mean, no chance. I mean, Chance one of my mentors, if you will. I mean, obviously. And so I went in there with zero expectation of the fact that my black belt in Taekwondo was not translating to anything as jiu-jitsu. The only thing is, and when people ask me like, oh, what is translated? I tell people the only thing that really translated was cardio.
Yes.
And it's still.
And even then, you got winded, dude.
I did get winded because I tell people, yes, cardio is cardio, but it's a different cardio.
Yep.
And if you don't believe me, you go try it. You
because you can spar 100% all day long.
Right.
But when it's resistance in every muscle in your body, that's a different cardio.
That right there was a game changer. I mean, my arms would get fatigued, of course. But anyway, so that's the thing. But the thing that failed me, and I say failed me. So I love stand-up, dude. I love hitting and punching people in the face.
Yeah.
Love it. But I kept trying to get, say, Phillip off me. I kept trying to create that
space, yeah.
And every time I would, my arm would get taken. Yeah. So it really did take me probably a couple months to finally break to where now I'm all on tight. Because before I still catch myself sometimes with my arm, trying to arm out. But then I'm like, oh no, let me get this back there.
What's funny, we had a guy come in just last night. This was his second night in jiu-jitsu. And he signed up with this thing. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I shaved on Sunday, so my gray's not showing. So, he comes over last night. He's like, hey, man, he's like, you want to roll? I was like, yeah, man. It's like, well, man, then he starts and he started going aggressive, and I put him in my guard. I sweep him, and then he really starts getting frustrated and going really hard, and so I just started putting him in. I just started twisting him in a pretzel and everything. And he got done, and I wasn't like subbing him. I was just holding it and twisting him up and showing him I can control him. And we get done, he goes, man. He goes, I can't do nothing. I go, not bad for an old guy, huh? He goes, how old are you, 30? I go, 45. He goes, oh my God, dude, you can be my dad. And I was like, well, thanks, man. And he got up and walked off, and I was like, well, that's
good. That's like you, Bryce, if you're listening to this. Yeah, Bryce told me 20, I was like.
But I love it. It still makes me feel good because that young man's 20 minutes or so. He came in off the streets, thinking he can hold his own like most 21-year-olds could do. And very easily, I controlled him and didn't even break a sweat, man. And
what's good about that, though, that you being young, yes, is when I was in California. Now, I did a social experiment. I want to share my social experiment, and I share it with Phillip. I wore my Gulf of America.
Yeah. Not Gulf of Mexico.
Not Gulf
of America
T-shirt to the funeral reception. And I told her, of course, Miriam loved it because, her family, they're all different spectrums.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was wearing it, and I didn't really get a lot of people talking to me. Of course not. It was weird. But then temps got into the 60s, and I put on my Henzo Gray sequin.
Yeah, buddy.
The black one.
Yeah, buddy.
Look good, baby. Anyway, and then everybody wants to talk to me. Everybody wanted to talk to me. And so one of the guys, and he's younger than us. I think he's probably maybe early 30s.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I can tell that he worked out and he wanted to talk stuff, and I was letting him talk. And then I was like, yeah, man, I get, because he was talking about some injuries. He has to go, don't like that. I was like, hey, man, listen, I get. I said, I'm 45. He goes, you're 45?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, man, I'm 45. And it's to me, I'm like,
that makes me feel good.
It did, because then I was thinking, like, of course, I don't feel 45.
Right.
But then, because again, we clean eat, we work out, we train. I mean, dude, I drink nothing but water that day. And then I was thinking, because there's some folks that in their 40s that look like They are.
Bro, I know people 15 years younger than me that look like they're on death's door.
Yeah.
And they're obese and can't even walk across the parking lot without wheezing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But just like it goes back to what you say, you surround yourself with those like that. When you think about it.
Yeah.
You hang out with nothing but martial artists.
Yeah, that's true.
We're martial artists. We live a martial arts lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I say this all the time. Many people talk about the martial arts. Few people walk it. There are a lot of people that train in the martial arts.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they're martial artists.
And parents, let me tell you something here. So I am doing that. I told you, helping away talent in school.
Yeah.
They've asked me to strength and condition the basketball team, which I feel honored to do it. Thank you guys. But I was at the last basketball game. Talon got invited to be on the to play on the varsity squad again.
Nice.
He's an incoming freshman.
Very nice.
And so Talon, because of martial arts, is not afraid to fight for the ball.
Sure.
He'll get in there, he'll fight. Talon has he'll slide on the floor.
Yep.
He'll get everything. But these other boys,
They won't.
Yep. And they're not aggressive. And I was thinking, and I know why, because martial arts, Talon has that martial arts mentality. Like, okay,
He's a hard worker. Yeah.
He's been hit, he's been jacked up. You know, he'll pick himself up and he'll keep doing it, because get your kids into martial arts, because it builds that martial arts mindset and mentality to get up. And I'm teaching these boys right now. I'm teaching them that everybody wants to be a beast.
Yep.
Until it's time to do beast
Time to
things.
do beast things.
I love that saying.
I do too.
And I love it because there's nothing that says it. And then I know Chance and I know these guys because they run a school, of course, all martial arts academies, I believe. Even Valdez would say this, like the thing that takes them away is the other sports, right?
Yes.
And I get it. But I'm a big believer also in the team sports. Like, get them into martial arts, make sure they're on the mats.
Yes.
But also get them into, in my opinion, jiu-jitsu, or find a school like Legends or Excel Academy where they're going to teach themselves. I love my teacher because he will actually say as well, go learn some jiu-jitsu, you're not going to learn from me.
Yeah.
Which is okay. But anyway, the team, I love the team mindset. Of course, we have a large team in the idea. And I love what you and Greg have done with the Jiu-Jitsu World League is, we have a team.
Yeah.
And within that team, this is our goal.
Yeah.
We want to be number one. And so all of us. So anyways, team martial arts.
Yes,
as a kid.
for sure. Absolutely. 100%. Put them in.
So
if you do not want your kids to be bullied, if you want them to be able to handle hard situations, man, if I had jiu-jitsu,
go ahead.
just the philosophy of jiu-jitsu, if
Yeah.
I knew how to handle myself in very uncomfortable situations growing up, I think I would have handled myself emotionally much better than I had in other situations. Does that make sense?
100% it makes sense.
And man, for talent to have jiu-jitsu now and understand that is huge. You know what I'm
I
saying?
told him because my son, well, I just air it down. I don't care, you guys. He got his ear pierced. Yeah, because he wants to be like his old man, and of course, he surrounds himself as well with individuals. So he got his ear pierced. I have not let him get on the jiu-jitsu mats. He wants to, but I have not, because he's still going through the whole
Healing.
the whole healing of the ear, and I don't want it to be ripped out.
Yep.
I don't do that for a man, but yeah, man, I'm a big believer in martial arts, and get your kids out
It's
there.
amazing, man.
So, man, peptides, man. We talk about peptides. What else are we talking about, man?
Ozempic shots, don't do Ozempic shots.
Man.
And if you are going to do them, don't talk down about people that are doing it the natural way. You just look dumb.
Hey, yes, Mark, yeah.
I can't stand that. Somebody jumped on somebody's post and was mad dogging them and talking trash. And in the background, that person's actually using a weight loss shot, talking down to the person who was doing it naturally. It's just like, blows my mind. It just goes back to the whole everybody on social media ain't an influencer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Get out here with that crap and be open. You know what I'm saying? Be transparent with people, man.
That's good, man. So I have my bud. Speaking of people signing up, I brought a bud to jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Who needs it? I think jiu-jitsu.
Did he like it?
Oh yeah, he did like it. It was funny because him and I were talking about jiu-jitsu. Oh, it was yesterday. When did he come? I'm trying to think.
Yesterday.
Yesterday said, hey, man, see, schedule's so. But it was the last roll, and we were rolling with him, and I need to probably get out of this mindset because I've been doing a lot of defending, and I've been waiting for my opponent to screw up. And then, anyway, so I swept him, got to mount.
Yeah.
And as soon as I got the mount, he was like, you win. That's what he said. All right, you win. I just started laughing because I was telling Miriam, like, usually we tap.
Yeah.
Or say tap, not like,
Okay, he verbally tapped.
He verbally tapped, you win. But I asked him how he was liking it. And he said something that I was thinking about since he said it's very humbling.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, it's very humbling. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it'll humble you. Well, actually, it'll do two things on your first day. It'll either humble you or it'll bring out so much insecurity in you that you'll leave and you'll never want to do it
Isn't
again.
that the wildest thing? How many, now listen, like I said, I'm nine-ish years in martial arts, and I have seen, and I know you have, so talk about this for a second. Say a D1 wrestler, or somebody big, they get absolutely smoked day one. And I've seen people quit.
Well,
I've seen those quit.
I wouldn't say a D1 wrestler would get smoked on day one just because they know how to grapple, they know how to wrestle.
Okay, so
But an average person off the street.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking about a college football player or somebody that doesn't no grappling experience. Oh yeah, they're gonna get torn up. They'll get torn up by a 14-year-old girl, no problem. I mean, it is what it is.
How many have you seen walk away because of that?
Oh, thousands quit because of that.
Yeah, why?
And then I've seen it turn other people into beasts.
Yeah.
Like Luke's first day was with Arian. Arian beat the snot out of him. He left that night. He's like, well, if a 115-pound woman can do that to me, then I need to learn this. And
Yeah.
he signed up, and now he's a force to be reckoned with.
Ariette beats the living,
Yeah, she's Alex.
beats me.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, man, we got some pretty tough women
We do.
at the school.
We do.
I'll tell you what, Carly, of course, is a
Yep.
flipping animal.
They're all good. Christina's
But,
good.
man, yeah, I say
Isabella's amazing.
I haven't rolled with Christina, and of course, I don't search out women to roll. I wait for them to ask because
Yeah.
just because it's me, I don't like searching out.
That's how it should be.
I don't. Anyway, but man, I'll tell you, like Bella
Yeah, Bella's good.
Bella
Bella will mess you up in a heartbeat.
Bella, and I told Bella this because Bella, and by the way, go back and listen to her podcast episode. I love that. I love that girl and her husband. But Bella, I was joking with, and even though I probably have, say, 100 pounds on her.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not 100, but, close. We'll just use that number.
sure.
I don't think it matters because Bella is so dang good and she's attacking my arm. Like
Leverage and technique, brother.
ever.
Yeah.
Like I told her, and of course I'm not going, and she knows, obviously, I'm not going to use my full weight, but I told her, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters if I use my full weight because of how good she is.
Yeah.
And that's it right there.
You've been training for 2.
And I've been training for 2 years. And
Now
she's
imagine
doing-
you're day one trying to.
Oh my God.
Imagine you off the street. Let's just say you're a thug, and you're gonna try to rob her, dude.
Oh, dude, she would absolutely murder me.
Kill you.
She would absolutely murder. She would put me to sleep, and then she wouldn't care if I tapped.
Yeah,
She'd be like, "No, you wanted to play this game,"
Yep.
and then
that's exactly it.
women get on the mats. And then if
Yes.
you're local to the DFW area, come check out. Come to Enzo. The ladies up there, the lady group is growing.
Yeah, it is. We had 19 on the mats the other day. 19 ladies, man.
Let's go.
Lady Lions, right? Is that the?
Is that what it is, Carly?
I don't know.
The lady
Carly.
lions. Yeah, I think they're crazy.
awesome.
The Henzo Lady Lions.
It's very cool.
I think it's pretty cool. But dude, in the yeast.
We have the coolest geese. You realize we have 23 custom geese for you to choose from?
Really?
Yeah. 23 different geese that we've released in the last 11 months. And then I made that black and red rash guard.
Oh,
That
dude, it
got
looks so
released.
tight,
I
man.
love being able to make our own gear. It looks so cool and so
You guys
refreshing.
are about to bankrupt. You remember that Joe, the Lion King, not the Lion, the Tiger King guy.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Exotic,
Yeah, Joe Exotic.
This is going to bankrupt. This
It's going to fire. Yeah.
That's every time I see a new gi, I'm like,
Well, you're like, I want that.
So they sent me back from, man, I do not like it. What's up, man? How do you want to end this podcast, man? How do you want to end this podcast on?
Just ending on a good note. Be good. Be kind to people. Be good.
Yeah. We're going to get some, we still want to get Eric. If you're listening to
Eric
this,
Husky's gonna come on.
if you're hearing this, man, come on, we'll figure it out, man.
My buddy Nathan Coleman, I want to get on. I want to get a few different martial artists on it and talk to them.
Yeah, I want to get. I like Eric. I like Eric. I like all of our guys at the gym anyway. But I want to get another Leo. I'm trying to get Rodriguez back on too because he has some more talk about that.
Let's go.
Because I think that law enforcement. I'm a big believer in our law enforcement officers knowing jujitsu because and I know that Wilson. I think Wilson said this too. That the first instinct should not be to reach for your gun.
Yep.
And I think more
I agree.
to do it. Listen, guys, we love you guys. Hey, listen, I did not know. I'm a horrible podcast advertiser. I just looked. I mean, we got like thousands of listens or
That's awesome.
whatever on Spotify.
Nice.
But our followers, listen, man, I think we're 17 away from at least.
Yeah, follow us, guys.
I didn't know. I appreciate you guys listening to us. I mean,
Even if it's just to hate on us and talk crap, follow us.
Oh, bro, come on. And speaking of that, man, my good friend here to my left, probably your right watching the TV, he sent me something about Crocs. And I just want y'all to know.
It was funny.
I just want y'all to know something. That when he said that to me, I had my tennis shoes on. And I was about to walk out the door in my tennis shoes for this podcast.
And he changed.
I changed to my Crocs.
Put his Crocs on.
Because you know why? I love danger. And I love getting smoked by this guy on the bats. Love you guys. Like and subscribe. Until next time.
Awesome.
Yeah.